Hi. I read a little bit more about the Bill Clinton book, which is this book here. The reason I'm doing this career project is because I did look for jobs. I sent out hundreds of resumes. I think I sent out about 400 already resumes, and I just think that I keep on sending out resumes is like really boring, and then you keep on like repeating it, and I just think I should make some change to do a career project in between. And then so that's what I'm doing right now. And so this book, I read a few more chapters and it gives me more insights. I will go over some of the things that is a big takeaway for me. So some of the Bill Clinton's qualities is when he was 11, 12ish or like around that age. He was into Billy Graham, which is an evangelist that is counter racist government. So he's really like for like equality between all races, and he really liked what Bill Graham was doing, that he gave a partial of his allowance to Bill Graham's ministry regularly. And I think that's a really selfless thing that he was thinking of giving when he was at a really young age, to give away his wealth to causes that he likes. And then his mom have some nice quotes that he's really inspired from. For example, he learned that people liked his mom because she liked them first and treat them with respect and obviously loved the life. So he noticed these things from his mom, which is the good qualities of his mom, and then he appreciated. And I think these are some good qualities with his of his mom. And another, like, why he's not so keen on money is because he learned that from his mom. So his mom have another quality, which is, he says his quote on his mom, like, mother took a lot of interest in her patients whether they could pay or not. So he sees how his mom treats his patients with love, no matter if they can pay or not. So like some of them couldn't pay, but his mom doesn't like kind of isn't being a snob to judge do they have the money to pay or not. If they have the money to pay, then I'll treat them good. If they don't have the money to pay, then I'll give them faces and judge them inside her heart. She did not do that. She treats everyone equally with love, no matter if they have money or not. And then he goes further on to say more her mom's view that he appreciates and is applying himself. This quote, Bill Clinton's quote in the book, literally the quote from his book is, to look for the best in people even when they saw the worst in me, and to be grateful for every day and greet it with a smile. So that's another few good quotes from Bill Clinton's book on his observation towards his mom. Something I noticed is when he was in college, and that's when Cold War between communists and capitalism. And then he said one of his professor, his name is Joseph Sebev, because this professor's really interested in Asia. He taught him a lot about Confucianism, Taoism, Buddhism, Shintoism, and which is like Japanese, Chinese, and Indian. I don't like communism that much. I used to really like it, but now I think like the current communism I don't really like. Like his professor was really interested and worked in China, but when communism prevailed, he was kept in captivity, and he ended up getting like really sick. He lost a kidney, and he was suffering from health issue for the rest of his life. Also, another professor, his name is Quigley, and he says that communists might achieve their military, political, economic, social, religious, and intellectual objectives, but all these instruments might become institutionalized. So that's like his professor's observation, which he learned. But he is interested in learning how different people think of God and religion from his professors. And then he did learn a little bit of all of these religion. Like that's why Bill Clinton's very inclusive, because he was learning on all of these different religions in college. And then his professor Quinley have his view on Western religions, which I'll read to you right now. Not Western, just U.S. Views on U.S. philosophies. So his Professor Quinley, a quote from Bill Clinton's book: USA's civilization success is rooted in unique religious and philosophical convictions that man is basically good, that there is truth, that we can get closer to the truth only by working together. So that's the inclusive views of Bill Clinton, and it is the quote of his professor, but is what he absorbed and he find is good. And maybe it's his political views when he's managing the country USA. Maybe that makes him a popular president. I'm not sure, but so far that's some of my takeaways from reading his book. Yeah, so keep in tune. I will learn more about his book in the coming days.